Hello and welcome to Hedgewitch Hearthcraft. I'm Caitlin Rhiannon. Thank you so much for joining me for this look at the month ahead. I'm going to be using tarot cards and oracle cards to get an idea of the energy for the month of October 2020 and some advice on how we can best navigate throughout or within those energies. So I'm going to be pulling 2 cards for every sign of the Western Zodiac. The first card will be from the Tarot Familiars deck, and that'll give us an idea of what we're going to be dealing with this month. And the second card will be from the Oracle of Visions, and that will give some advice on how to deal with the energy of the month. So you are welcome to follow along with the whole video or skip ahead to the cards that are pulled for your sign. If you do jump ahead, make sure you also jump to the very end, because I'll also be pulling a card from my favorite manifestation deck, the Super Attractor, just to give us an idea of what we should be carrying within ourselves over the next month. So since it is Libra season, let's go ahead and get started with our lovely Libras. Libra, your tarot card for the month of October 2020 is the Queen of Pentacles reversed. So there is a little bit of a risk of feeling disconnected from yourself on a material level. Not really knowing what's going to be happening financially, being withdrawn and less present in other people's lives this month. Queen of Pentacles can be such a caretaking energy, and when it's reversed, it may be that you need to redirect that caretaking energy inwards and focus more on yourself and your own needs this month. But there is a risk of relationships being set aside and responsibilities being just almost like you're not able to meet all of the responsibilities on your plate right now. Now, the oracle card that comes along with this is card number 1. This is the first card in this deck. The cards don't have names. So this card is about moving forward. It's a fresh start. It may be that it's a month where you need to really prioritize yourself. It could be that, you do need to turn that energy inwards and pay attention to your own needs rather than being that mother figure, that Queen of Pentacles, motherhood figure to everybody in your life. It's not your job to take care of everybody. And it may be that in order to allow some of these other people to grow up and to grow into their own best selves, it might be better for you to take a step back from them, but primarily take steps forward for yourself. It's less about taking care of everybody else this month and more about taking care of you. Are you where you want to be? Libra, if you're not where you want to be right now, might be a good time to leave some things behind. Scorpio, your tarot card for the month of October 2020 is the Ace of Wands. So there is a lot of creative potential over this coming month. A lot of potential for movement and passion and driving yourself forward. If you have been feeling stuck or stagnant or bored, this is a really excellent time to shake all of that off and refresh your own energies. Prioritize just your vitality, your inner fire. Now is a really good time to pay attention to that and pay attention to what feeds that fire. Where are your passions right now? Maybe what sparked that flame a year ago, a month ago, maybe that's changed now. And it could be that something else is that thing that needs to ignite your passion. And if that is coming into your life right now, pay attention. There is opportunity to reignite your creative self. Now, the oracle card that comes along with this is card number 16. The cards in this deck don't have names. And this card, it shows a sense of solitude, but there isn't a lot of discomfort in that. There is a sense of loneliness here and there, the bleakness of the world, but you're able to recognize the glimmers of good over this next month. And that may be where this spark of new life is coming from in you, Scorpio. There is this ability to see where the good shines through, where the excitement can be when everything else has become stagnant or unfruitful. It's recognizing where the opportunities are, not just looking blindly for opportunities or running through open doors, but stopping and taking the time to look around and go, this is an opportunity, or this is a setback. Sagittarius, your tarot card for the month of October 2020 is the Ace of Cups. So there is an opportunity for real emotional happiness and a sense of fulfillment over this next month, Sagittarius. Ace of Cups can sometimes indicate new emotional movements, new relationships, but more often this fulfillment comes from yourself, comes from recognizing your needs and recognizing your wants and actively reaching out and doing the things to fulfill them. So if you've already been taking steps in that direction, now is the time when you are going to be receiving the rewards. In October, essentially your cup runneth over. There is an ability to see the good, to see where things are working, rather than just paying attention to the dread or the lack of success or where things may have become stagnant. There is a sense of renewal and freshness in your inner self. Now, the oracle card that comes along this month is card number 25. These cards don't have names. And this card warns of illusion. So there is a risk that with all of this good that is coming in this next month, some of it might just be surface level good. It might not be bringing you that real deep fulfillment that you are reaching for, hoping for. It could just be a band-aid sitting on top. It's helping in the moment. It makes you feel good in that moment, in the now, but there is the risk of it at best fading away and at worst leading to actual regret or less than happy feelings. So as you are experiencing all of this good, try to also look a little bit more than just at the surface. Once you go a little bit deeper, once you look beyond just that surface level, you'll be able to make some wiser decisions, and actually do the things that bring you the greatest benefit rather than just make you feel temporarily happy. Capricorn, your tarot card for the month of October 2020 is the Six of Pentacles reversed. So over this next month, there may be some more financial challenges than you have expected, and you're not going to be able to be there for everyone in the extent or to the extent that they may want or need from you. Six of Pentacles, were it upright, would represent a giving nature and charity and the ability to support other people. When it's reversed, that ability to support others really needs to be refocused on supporting yourself. At this point, over this next month, you are probably going to need to be your own main priority, especially on a financial or material level where your energy, your resources are concerned. You're not going to be able to put a lot into other people's pockets. You have to be focusing on your own stability, your own well-being, and self-care even. So there could be some tension between yourself and others if they expect you to take care of them, especially if you have to say no. Now, the oracle card that comes along this month is card number 30. These cards don't have names. So card number 30, it's you can see it's a bit of a warning. There is that, watch your back energy, a feeling of something creeping up behind you that you might not expect or you might not know is a threat until it's too late. The Little Red Riding Hood metaphor is really strong here. Be careful about straying from the path. straying from your path, not the path that other people have set for you in this case. This is about staying true to yourself, and almost a warning about if you do put your priorities into other areas, become distracted, or by taking care of other people, you run the risk of losing your way. You know, maybe this whole Six of Pentacles reversed and card number 30 combination is like warning Little Red Riding Hood not to go into the woods. Don't take care of grandmother right now. She might not be well, but it's not safe. So if you can't make it there safely, you can't help your grandmother, you know? So prioritize yourself, look out for your own needs and your own safety, and do maybe watch your back a little bit, because especially if people are unhappy with your sense of boundaries this month, they might lash out a little bit. So do be cautious. Try to deny help with as much compassion as you possibly can. Aquarius, your tarot card for the month of October 2020 is the Ace of Wands reversed. So over this next month, there is a struggle to ignite your creative self. You have a rough month as far as inspiration goes. Creativity is the primary element here, and it's just a little bit stagnant, damp almost. It's like it's just kind of sitting there not doing anything, and that's really frustrating. It's like you're not able to figure out what you can do with yourself or what you want to do with yourself. The things that have inspired you in the past may not be what inspire you now, and it could be a real struggle to gain traction in that area, especially if you are normally a really creative, artistic person. This could be a difficult month for you because it's like your muse has gone to sleep, and what you are manifesting, creatively or otherwise, may not be taking the shape that you were hoping to see. Now, the oracle card that comes along with this is card number 52. And these cards don't have names. So card number 52 is about moving on. Especially with this reversed Ace of Wands, there could just be a situation that there's nowhere left for it to go. And so the energy is just fizzled out and gone. There's no energy left. There is no vibrancy left in this situation. There's nothing else that you can get from it. There is no fresh start in that particular area, or growth, or real manifestation, other than the little fizzling pops of energy that you are witnessing. So it could be time to take a bit of a leap of faith and leave it behind. There's a sense of knowing your direction. You already have an idea of where you want to be going, and there's already this sense of restlessness and not wanting to sit still anymore, feeling like your time in this situation has probably come to an end. So if you really are feeling so uninspired, Aquarius, it might be time to follow your heart and follow your feet and go in that new direction. Pisces, your tarot card for the month of October 2020 is the King of Pentacles reversed. Now, this reverse throws imbalance in your material world, and especially where your responsibilities, your obligations are concerned, so work and bills and your chores. It's likely that something in one of these areas is going to become so imbalanced that things start to slip, impacting that or more or all of those material energies. And it's really hard to find the manifestation to fix it. Pisces, there is a real sense of not knowing what you want this month, feeling dissatisfied with your material life, so maybe not feeling satisfied at work, or feeling like, home doesn't really feel like home right now. And there's almost a desire to just give up control, let somebody else take care of everything, let somebody else make all the decisions. Now, the oracle card that comes along this month is card number 18. These cards don't have names. So card number 18 is really advising you to take care of the people who need it most. And this is like, it's being there for other people, not just for yourself. And it's almost as though being there for other people will help you to rebalance this material energy and take care of your own needs at the same time. Because there is this understanding that you can't be there for them if you aren't taking care of your needs first. You can't help them, cook their food if you're exhausted. You can't help them with their bills if your power's getting shut off. So this isn't about distracting yourself from taking care of yourself by taking care of somebody else. It is about balancing your needs and their needs so that you can take care of everybody. Aries, your tarot card for the month of October 2020 is the Moon. So your intuition is super heightened this month. And because of that, you might not know how to feel. All of your feelings are sitting at the surface. You're able to see them all very clearly, and that can be uncomfortable depending on what those feelings are. So there is a good opportunity for deeper self-awareness, Aries, but there is also some reconciliation with your inner self that has to come with that. Make of that what you will. That could be easier for some of you than for others. There is this optimism, this sense of hope, because you are able to see things clearly, but you're also worried that you are just imagining things. Try to trust your intuition this month, because it's probably not just your imagination. Now, the oracle card that comes along is card number 7. These cards don't have names, just numbers. So card number 7 advises you to just think creatively. Keep thinking. If you are finding yourself without a solution, the solution has to be there. It might just take a few more tries to figure it out. It's about evolution and thinking about things in new and creative ways that you hadn't considered before. It's about the light bulb, that suddenly just dings on over your head when you least expect it, because something somewhere clicks and inspires you and gives you that connection that you need in order to keep advancing your thoughts and your manifestations. So as the moon is illuminating everything in front of you, pay attention and use that to the best of your ability. Don't overanalyze things. If it's not working, just keep looking at the big picture until you can see what will make it work. Taurus, your tarot card for the month of October 2020 is the Tower reversed. So this can be a good sign because it mellows out the chaotic nature of the Tower. The risk of it is that there is necessary change that needs to come, Taurus, and over this next month, there's a lot of resistance in making that happen. Universe could be really trying to push you in a particular direction, and this reverse Tower suggests you might be digging in your heels. So if you have been hoping for change or trying to shift up stagnant energies, you might not actually be doing what you need to do in order to allow that to happen. You could still be resisting letting go of that final barrier, still holding on to something that is holding you where you have been and not letting you reach your next stage. It's not letting you level up yet. So there's a risk of almost rejecting freedom because you would rather stay where it's comfortable. Now, the oracle card that comes along this month is card number 12. These cards don't have names, only numbers. And card number 12 tells you that you're protected. As far as advice goes, it's almost like trust yourself and trust the process and trust universe. Take that step forward. You will be protected. You've got this bubble around you, this shell of safety, your guardian angel, someone looking out for you, making sure that you won't have a horrible hard landing if you have to jump out of this tower in order to free yourself, that you will be caught and carried forward into this next stage rather than just dropped where you are. If that is your fear and that is why you've been resisting moving forward, you're being advised to not be so afraid, because you have a support system or a support energy that will take you to where you need to be. It won't let you fall. Gemini, your tarot card for the month of October 2020 is the Devil. So there are some attachments over this next month. The Devil can be occasionally positive, showing intensity and deep connection and deep attachment. There is a real risk of those attachments becoming so intense that they become a priority above all other things, to a degree that other areas of your life start to suffer. That is the biggest concern with the Devil. There is a risk of addictive energy here, not necessarily addiction itself, but just falling into negative habits and filling a hole within yourself, a space that needs love and care and attention and healing, with superficial temporary measures that might feel good in the moment but will probably lead to either a deeper hole or just another sense of emptiness that you will still need to fill. Now, the oracle card that comes along this month is number 23. These cards don't have names, they are just numbered. And number 23 asks you to ground yourself. Not only to ground yourself, but I'm going to hold it up instead of, so that I can actually point to it. But and then I'll put up the image. This unicorn here, when it shows up on the image, you'll see it a bit more clearly. But there's a unicorn here, and unicorns, this is what I'm drawn to with this card a lot of the time, because unicorns are about trusting yourself. It's about your own connection to faith and spirit and divine, and believe in yourself. Stay grounded, but grounded within yourself and your own abilities, and know that you deserve all of the good that life has to offer. Not just this temporary surface level good, but the real deep fulfilling good of goodness and rightness. Good, not just nice. You know, nice is nice is fine. But good is healing, and it's deeper than just nice. So you're being asked to be good to yourself, not just be nice to yourself right now. Stay grounded, and this is also a nurturing card, so taking care of your needs. Cancer, your tarot card for the month of October 2020, is Temperance reversed. And because of this reversal, there is a risk of losing touch with your inner self and losing touch with your higher self. This reversal can bring almost a loss of faith. Having a really hard time trusting universe, trusting that divine has your back, that divine is even there. There is almost a sense of isolation, not necessarily of your social self, but of your inner, more spiritual self, disconnecting from your emotions, your intuition, your spirit, and putting them all in jars on the shelf and closing the cupboard door so that you don't have to deal with them. There may be something uncomfortable within yourself that you don't have the energy to handle right now. And so over this month, you're distancing from yourself. The oracle card that comes along is 43, number 43. These cards don't have names. And card number 43 actually warns of vanity. It warns of only looking at things, at your own reflection, at what you see in the mirror. So it's almost like you're being told that what you see in yourself right now may not be an honest representation of who you are below the surface. You're only seeing your own surface image. When you disconnect from your deeper self, you can only see the surface. So there is that risk as well. And this advice to look deeper, look beyond just your surface reflection, beyond your physical self. If you are having such a hard time connecting to your inner self because of something to do with your physical self, especially in that case, Cancer, you are asked to really take a step back from that and look at who you are, not just what you look like, but who you are as a person. Look at all of the components that make you you and reassemble them to come back together and feel unified again. Leo, your tarot card for the month of October 2020 is the Two of Cups reversed. So your emotional connections, your relationships, your emotional investments, those are likely to be a little bit strained over this next month. You might not be able to put everything that you have into your partnerships right now. And likewise, your partners might not be able to give you everything that they have. And that can create a sense of disconnect and possibly even resentment. There is a hard time agreeing, a hard time seeing eye to eye, especially with your deepest and closest emotional connections. And that is especially frustrating because those are the people who normally should be there to support you, and it feels like they're just not. So there is some emotional instability and a sense of worrying about being left behind. The biggest thing to know is that the other people are probably also worrying the same thing. Now, the oracle card that comes along with this is card number 33. These cards don't have numbers, or don't have names, they only have numbers. And card number 33 is about patience. Cast your line and wait. That's all that you can do. If you're having a hard time, especially with communication this month, just leave the door open and leave it there. Don't push, don't stress, don't reread old messages and invent conversations in your head. Just wait it out. Be patient, and calm your emotional waters. Calm your inner self and your emotional self. Cool yourself down and try to find some kind of stillness. Having this time alone can help with that. You can pay attention to your own inner self without the interference of other energies. But the real challenge is staying patient and just waiting for them to come to you. Virgo, your tarot card for the month of October 2020 is the Nine of Pentacles. So there is a sense of being able to see what is growing, especially in your material life, seeing what is manifesting, what is coming to be in your life, not necessarily collecting it yet, but being okay with that. It might not be ready to be, fully collected, fully reaped. It's not the time for harvest quite yet, but there is a sense of appreciation of what you have, regardless of this not being able to bring more into your life yet, and real appreciation and excitement about seeing the growth in front of you, seeing this manifestation, seeing things build and develop. There is comfort and almost like a deepened sense of stability. You're able to see the way that things are going, and there is reassurance in your inner self that things are going the way you want them to. Now, the oracle card that comes along this month is card number 36. These cards don't have names, just numbers, and card number 36 does look like a little bit of a warning. There is a lot of stress with this card and a sense of being trapped in your own anxiety. What I want you to notice, these cards are really, really read intuitively, so I pay attention to the imagery on the card itself. And what I really want you to notice is that sword. that sword on the bottom of the card. So you have the ability to free yourself from your own anxiety, Virgo. You have the ability to cut yourself free of anything that is holding you back right now or keeping you stuck. You have this sense of appreciation and seeing the way that things are developing and a comfort there. So whenever you start to creep up into your head and panic and worry about the way that things are going, remember that you have a way out. Things are going the way you want them to, and you don't need to worry so much about what may or may not happen. You have more control than you recognize when you're in these moments. So remember that for those moments and take control. At the end of my readings, I like to pull a card from my favorite manifestation deck, the Super Attractor. So I have pulled one card for everyone who tunes into this video, just to give us an idea of what we should be carrying within ourselves throughout this coming month, how to focus our energy, that sort of thing. So the card that I have pulled says, feeling good will bring me far more than whatever I thought I needed. Feeling good will bring me far more than whatever I thought I needed. Let me know in the comments down below what this one means to you. Affirmations can be pretty personal, so it might say something a little bit different to you than what it says to me. What this card says to me, though, is feeling good, just feeling good will bring me far more than whatever I thought, whatever I imagined or decided or thought that I needed before. If I can just allow myself to feel good, life will give me what I need and what I actually want, rather than suffering towards a goal that I believe I must have. If I can allow myself to do what feels good, that probably puts me on the right path. But let me know what this one says to you in the comments. Thank you so much for joining me for this look at the month ahead. I hope that the readings in this video have been resonant and that they can provide just a sort of helpful, relevant compass to give you a little bit of guidance, clarity, insight, whatever you need to help you get through this month. If you liked the video, if it sang to your soul, please click the like button and let me know in the comments what you thought of the cards that were pulled for your sign, what you thought of the Super Attractor card at the end, and what you'd like to see in the future. Let me know. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. I do upload monthly videos like this, as well as weekly forecasts every week. So subscribe to stay connected for more of those. And I will leave a link in the description to my Facebook page, Hedgewitch Hearthcraft. You can follow me there. I post a daily card just to give us a sense of what we can do to move towards our own highest good. I do live videos there, pulling motivation cards from the Super Attractor and other decks. And that's also the best way to reach me if you ever want to book a reading of your own. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me for this video. Thank you for letting me read for you. Have a wonderful month, and blessed be.